All right. What are the 5 signs you're working out too hard? Now, everybody thinks that no pain, no gain is
Oh my
the
God,
maxim.
yes, 90-minute hit workouts, and oh God, they're
Oh
so
my gosh.
popular.
My gosh. Yeah. I think a lot of people honestly are working out way too much. And I'll show you how you can tell if you're working out too much. And you may want to work out a lot less. I get guys that are working out 5 or 6 days a week, and I convince them to work out 1 day a week. And then a month or so later, they're like different men. And they thank me because they feel so much better. One of the things that happens is that if they work out too much, their cortisol levels are always high from the working out, and that lowers their testosterone. And that really counteracts the effects of working out. So, and you work out like once a week, they're going, oh, my testosterone levels are way better. I have a libido. My hair is growing faster. I feel much better. My belly is shrinking. My muscles are growing. And when I was working out a lot, I would work out about 15 minutes once every 7 to 10 days.
Oh wow.
What I did was I did very heavy weights. I
Okay.
did full body, what they call an abbreviated workout. I did squats, deadlifts, and dips, and which are with very very heavy weights. And they would just do the warm up set for that, increase the poundages, and maybe have 3 or 4 reps at the end that were with maximal poundages. Minimize injuries, and I got tremendous muscles because it's when you're not working out that your muscles are growing.
They're,
It's that rest time.
they're not actually growing during your workout. That's more
No,
the
they get damaged during the workout. There's like all these microfibers get torn and all sorts of
right.
hormonal change take place. So the repair process rebuilds the fiber and builds new fiber in a way of adapting because your body's going, this guy really needs bigger muscles because he's using these muscles so much. We better build some bigger muscle.
Right.
And if you're then working out again too soon, then that build-up period is stopped and then you're tearing down again before it can build up. See, that's bad. So most people don't recover fast, give themselves enough recovering time, and they're not building muscles and they're running themselves ragged. Okay. So the 5 signs you're working out too hard. You're tired. Okay. It's fine to be tired after workout, but you should feel really good the next day or two.
Okay.
Muscles should be growing. Your muscles aren't growing. You're not getting muscle growth. That means you're working out too hard. And testosterone is the chief reason men put on muscle. A woman and a man could lift equal weights. Let's say that they were, I mean, men are generally stronger, but let's say that they lift equal weights. The man is going to have visible muscle put on, and the woman is not.
Yes, I know women don't really understand this at all, but it is true. That is true.
Yeah, yeah, it is true. And you can have a lot of growth in muscles and strength without having big muscles. Before the era of bodybuilding, there was the period of where there were these men that would do this weightlifting, and they didn't have these giant bodies, but they could. There's cases of people lifting 800, 1,000 pounds, and they're little guys. You don't need to have giant muscles to be strong.
Interesting.
But if you are going to build muscle, it's because you give yourself sufficient time between workouts for the muscle to grow. And if you're not growing muscle, you're probably not giving yourself enough rest. Third sign that you're working out too hard is you have a pot belly or you have man boobs or both.
Dreaded man boobs.
Those are caused by too much prolactin and estrogen. Those are stress hormones. We have estrogen and prolactin when our bodies are stressed. We always have some, but we shouldn't have a lot. And we know it is because if men lower prolactin and estrogen, they can eliminate their man boobs. Pot belly is from too much stress hormones, too much cortisol, which also increases estrogen and prolactin, which then can create the man boobs.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then you really have to lower your cortisol. We did another video before on lowering cortisol, which you can watch. Okay. Fourth sign you're working out too hard. Get an oral thermometer. Take your temperature in the afternoon after you had lunch. It should be 98.6 to 99. If it's 97 or 96.5, then you are cold. That means that your metabolic rate is low because metabolic rate raises your body temperature. One of the reasons why we have a high temperature when we're sick is because our body raises the metabolic rate in order to fight off the germs. And our temperature goes up, and it also makes our body less hospitable to the germs. But in a normal time, if you're well and your temperature is 97.5, 96, 96.5, that means you're a low metabolic rate. and you shouldn't be working out nearly as much. If your metabolic rate is low, you really can't work out that much. It may only be once every week or two, especially if you're lifting weights. Okay, and I don't really think a lot of people should be doing cardio. I think cardio wears people down, wears people out without any much good. I think abbreviated weightlifting is really, really good, or intense short interval exercises like wind sprints for a few minutes are really good. Something that gets you going peaking for a few minutes is much better than something that wears you out for an hour.
General activity level.
General activity level is great. Just walking around, you know.
That's different than working out.
Yeah.
So you don't need to sit on the couch all the time.
I don't think anybody should sit on the couch. But a lot of people should just walk around. They shouldn't even work out, especially if their body temperature is 97, 97 and a half. Go ahead, you should try it. You'll see. And the last sign, the fifth sign, is poor sleep. Not staying asleep, having to get up multiple times a night, not being able to get to sleep, not feeling rested when you wake up.
Yes, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is. Because those are signs of high stress hormones, and that will lower your testosterone. I know young men in their 30s who have feel that they have to do medical testosterone injections because they have very poor sleep, they have man boobs, they have a belly fat, all that, and they're very young, and it's really because they have been working out too much, and their cortisol level and stress hormone is too high.
You know, no, you're never going to go to your doctor and have them tell you this. Like,
they're never going to tell you this. No. So if your temperatures are cold like that, you should just walk around. You should go through some of the things we tell you how to raise your metabolic rate. We have these transformations that will raise your metabolic rate. You could visit dailymedicaldiscoveries.com and just put in your email address. We'll send you an ebook, and then we'll also send you daily newsletters that are fascinating about all this stuff. So we'll show you how to raise your body temperature and raise your metabolic rate. When I did that, my belly melted off because I wasn't living on high cortisol anymore. I started to build really good muscles even though I didn't work out, and my testosterone level went all the way to like 900. So you can do it too. These are the 5 signs you're working out.